All right, hello everyone. Peter here. I am assured that in this package we are going to look at there is a pen of some novelty, and we will get into that. I am a little bit sick. Hopefully it's not the virus which shall not be named. I do want to do a little bit of viewer appreciation. People send me things. But before that, I want to also do some sponsor appreciation. Thank you, Hover, for sponsoring this video. Hover is a domain registration service. First of all, it's a Canadian company, which as a Canadian myself makes me happy, but it's also a geek-friendly company, suitable for smart, intelligent people who like to look into the details. But at the same time, it has a lot of very user-friendly features that make it easy to set up a website. I'm happy to say they're very down-to-earth, non-aggressive. They don't try to upsell you all the time. They even have free private Whois registration, something that normally costs money with other services, I've noticed. This anonymizes your details as someone looks you up through your domain. Very valuable, and it's free through them. Anyways, check it out in the description. I do want to show you a few other things. Like I said, viewer appreciation. I have here a little letter, which I've opened. I'm going to keep this quick because I have a few things to look at. Here is a very nice letter from Alicia. Thank you, Alicia. Her handwriting is very nice. She said she used a Bennu hexagon filled with diamine Arctic blue, which is, it's got a glorious sheen to it. And she drew her pug, Finn. Adorable. Here is a letter from Dearest Quinn, who I must say, Quinn claims they are 13 years old, but look at their handwriting. It's amazing. Written with a Jinhao 450. Thanks for the letter, Quinn. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. You might notice I'm wearing two hoodies right now as I try to stay cozy, as I'm kind of sick. I have a very bad cold. Chrissy has sent me things before, and yes, once again, I have received another care package from her, including a bag of homemade caramel popcorn. That's what this is, right? Whatever it is, I've already eaten half of it, which is not very good to eat when I have a sore throat because it's a lot of sugar and it just kind of melts in your mouth. It's just delicious. It's just easy to just like that, and it just disappears. I'm going to kind of save the rest of that until I get better, when I can fully enjoy it. Also, she sent me astronaut ice cream. I'm going to save that for when I'm drawing on the go. If only I had this when I was doing the Fisher Space Pen review. That would have been perfect. It's okay. Maybe I'll actually go to space one day. Ramen noodles. Other ramen noodles. Smith's. Also might save this until I get better. Even though warm beverages do taste very good, I'm kind of doing the tea and honey thing right now. Also sometimes coffee and honey. Weak coffee and honey, because it feels better in my throat. A whistle pop. Counterculture coffee. This is luxurious stuff. I'm being spoiled, if you didn't know that already. And then to top it all off, look, there's crackers. Something has to go on the crackers, right? Yes. That's right, there's beef summer sausage to go on there. Slice and dice, right? And then, that's right, easy cheese. I can make the Leaning Tower of Cheese. Goofy movie, anyone? Oh, she sent a letter, and I'm just now realizing that this is apparently this is some kind of sushi kit that tastes like fruit, not fish. It's another thing that I called ramen. Sushi kit. Thank you for the care package. Oh, she also sent a nice cover for my chair, which I put on here because it was falling apart, and I actually have had this hoodie draped across the back of it now, and now I can wear the hoodie. I'm actually getting hot now. The stage lights, they'll heat you up. All right, thank you. Obviously, you all are too nice to me. Oh, there's so many things that get sent to me that don't make it onto videos. I apologize for that. But thank you for everything, okay? Let's look. It's probably like half an hour into the video by now, but thank you. Let's look at what's in this thing now. This is sent to me by Goulet Pens. Great pen website, love them. Of course, signature sucker. Tootsie Pop. Personalized note. A nice little sticker. Sorry, I'm trying to not sniff while I talk, and then just have like little sniffing breaks, and then cut those breaks out, so then we have a sniff-free experience. Okay, lots of bubble wrap, and then this cool blue cling film. Maybe my favorite color of cling film besides that light pink stuff is also, it's like really thinly stretched bubble gum, which is cool for some reason. Did anyone as a child ever play with bubble gum too much and then get it all in their hair and stuff and learn that the hard way? Looks like there are actually a few things going on here. There are no dose trace. All right, as you can see, all of this stuff is Noodler. Noodler, 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 Noodler. Have you seen videos of people noodling where you stick your hand into the water and then, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has something to do with catching a catfish by the catfish, it bites your hand, right? And then what, you grab the inside of it, or its gills, or is there something in there to grab, or you just, maybe you go like this and it can't get out, or, but I've seen crazy videos of people just, it's nuts, whatever it is. All right. So these look like ink. I say that because it says Noodler's ink right here. Oh, Tokyo gift. A friendship that was hard won and is now enduring for the ages, it says. Noodler's ink. Let's open the second one. Navajo turquoise. I'm guessing, ooh, specialty issue. I'm guessing this is like a pink and this is, well, turquoise is like a blue, right? Ooh, they sound cool. Is it bad to shake ink? I don't know. Okay, now we have to figure out what's going on here. Pen number 1. That's what's going on. I forgot we talked about this. All right. I think these are, I'm just checking, okay? I'm looking. I think we discussed this. All right, so these are 3 identical pens. I'm putting this, all right, this one already has the piece of paper in there. I'm sorry, okay, look, they're like new, okay? As you can see, I haven't done anything to these pens, and what's going on with these other 2 pens is that I'm gonna keep 1 pen, and then 2 of them we're gonna give away to you. And I don't know exactly the best way to do that, but I'll put it in the description and in the comments how you can enter the drawing for these 2 pens. All right, one of these could be yours. Hopefully not both of them, because I want to spread it out, you know. I was like, 3 pens. I would love to have all 3, but like I said, some of y'all can have them. I'm going to put those up there for safekeeping for the moment. We'll figure out how to do the giveaway. Enter. It will be free, of course. But let's figure out what's going on with this pen. I will say that maybe my 2 favorite kinds of pens at the moment are demonstrators, like this, which means it's clear. You can see all the inner workings. And also, besides this kind of, I'm just kind of a sucker for like solid metal writing tools, you know, like not solid metal, but, you know, like my Muji pen, that Rotring pencil, and, you know, even like this lead holder and just like solid metal stuff. Anyway, so let's look at this. It says triple tail right here. I can see there's some sort of piston mechanism inside of it. It says Noodler's ink right here. Now, it doesn't, it also says Noodler's ink across the band here. Now, of course, there's a little sniffling going on right here because partly because I need to, and partly because if you ever had, well, this is the first fountain pen I ever got right here. And it smelled like someone had cleaned out their belly button with it when I first got it. Really bad. Yeah. Oh. Don't. What? What is. This pen smells terrible, dude. This is not nearly that bad. Okay, it does. I will say it does have a little bit of that characteristic scent to it, but it's not as comically stinky as that other pen. Oh, I just noticed over here it does say Noodler's Ink Co. as well. Noodlers, I like them. They're just so. They do their own thing, you know? They have stinky pens. They're named after sticking your hand in a catfish mouth to catch it. They have, they just print little pieces of paper on their ink bottles to label them. It's just all very down to earth and cool. And I think the cool thing about this pen, you might notice already, is that the nib doesn't have one split down the middle, but instead it has two splits. More than normal. In fact, twice the normal number of splits down the middle of the nib. Interesting. All right, what ink should we put in here first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. I'll bet the other one. I just like what are these, like little sakura blossoms or something? Oh, it's so like reddish. We can take this apart. This is the same kind of filler thing that my first Noodler had, except now I can see through it. I don't think it was see-through before. Right, I'm just gonna stick it in here. Whoa, this is very. I do remember the last and first bottle of Noodler's ink I got was this full, and at first I thought it was just one of those little bubbles you get on top of ink bottles sometimes, but no, they filled these to the brim. It is very, very full. Oh yeah. Get in there, ink. That is a nice color. Let's put the lid on. Let me take a nose blowing break. Actually, I didn't have to. I don't know. It's just like a phantom droplet coming out. It wasn't actually anything there. Put this back on. It is a nice night to be cozied up inside with some fountain pens. It's like rainy outside and cold and nice and cozy in here. Noodler. This is one of those ones I need to boil first or something, or run over the flame, because it's not. I will try another pro tip from YouTube comments. People told me I should wipe it off with isopropyl alcohol, so let's try that now. I have a bottle here. Got the Goulet pen sticker on there. You guys think this is doing anything? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Should I get the underside a bit? Whatever I'm doing, I think I'm getting it pretty good. All right. It posts pretty good, if you want it to. It does look weird, the way it flexes. All right, it's working better already. The pro tippers were right. Oh, it's beautiful. It could be that I'm just moving it too fast also, because there's a lot of ink flowing, down through the nibs. It's very flowy. A lot going on there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that flex. You know, I think we should take a closer look. See if this little device works. Pop a memory card in here. Power it on. Here is my nasty looking fingernail. I need to cut that. I mean, look, there's like a whole inch of fingernail there I need to cut. Here is my fingerprint. Please don't steal my identity. And here is the Noodler. Noodler's ink. Nice triple timed nib you can see right there. Noodlers. It looks really cool up close, I'll be honest. I hope this looks okay in the video afterwards. I haven't really used this camera before. Alright, let's try writing. Oh, look at it flex. Oh, let's try again. Oh no, that's amazing. Look, a little piece of dust came out of it even. That was amazing. Like that's a thumbnail right there of it flexing with the little swirls. I like doing this flex. Oh, when it rushes back up. Oh, that's so satisfying. I hope y'all can see this. Oh my goodness. It's like meow, meow, meow. Right? If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering what it looks like if it writes on my fingertip. Very interesting what things look like up close. I'll try some different paper. Maybe something that's slightly more absorbent. No, it's about the same. It's still very cool. Look at that. 3 tines of doom. It's like little piles of ink on the paper. And it's just I'm drawing tiny little stuff there. Just tiny little marks. I just want to see stuff being absorbed. Oh. The ink. Oh! The spice must flow. Oh, there's like a little piece of fuzz on there. All right, I could do this all day, but I'm not sure what else you want to see. This is everything. Still fuzz on there. I think I pulled some of the paper towel apart. Trying to get it off of there, you know? Get off, fuzz. Get off. Oh no, I'm seeing how dirty my fingernails are. Oh, gross. There's like little mites and stuff living underneath them. I need I need tweezers. My fingernails look like some huge space monster gnawing at it. And it's getting bloody. So weird. Get off of there, Fuzz. Get... Tweezers? I must have some tweezers somewhere. My suture kit. Oh, these are weird tweezers. These are even more terrifying. Other tweezers? Oh, hemostats. Thank you. This pen has got a real vice grip on that piece of fuzz. My hands are getting shakier the longer I try to do this. I'm probably going to have to cut out a bunch of this footage. Probably just come out naturally as I write with it, actually. I'm probably just being real dumb. Yeah, I probably just left it behind on the paper right there. Everything's fine. So, if you haven't noticed, after I wiped the nib with the isopropyl alcohol, it works great. And I'll draw a picture with it now. Wait, let me use one of my glass dip pens to try out the turquoise ink. Just gonna dip it real quick. Also, this one's full to the brim. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Would you look at that? The glass dip pen itself is very pretty. Under the pale moonlight. But that's not the subject of this video. And we should draw. I'm going to draw with this now. Alright, the first thing you'll probably notice here is that I have actually switched out the reddish ink for the bluish ink. And it really is beautiful. I was very happy to draw with the bluish ink for this drawing. And it's because I do want to, well, I thought if I do a red drawing and then want to do some highlights with the blue drawing or add, I don't know, red just seemed like a better color for highlights for me in my mind. So I wanted to do the base drawing with the blue and then come in at the end with some red. What I do to switch inks is I squirt the rest of the ink back into the bottle. I hope that's an okay thing to do. That doesn't like put tainted ink into the bottle, I hope. At least with normal ink like this. I don't know. Maybe it's different with shimmering inks, sheening inks. I squirt it back in there with the piston, and then I just run the tap water, and I usually have like a little glass of water that the tap is running into, and I just pretty much just put the end of the pen in there and just gently pull the piston in and out a few times until it doesn't look like there's really any color going in or out of the pen. And then it's pretty much clean, and I'm ready to put the next color in. Yeah, so I put the blue in there, and I'm drawing on an 11 by 17 piece of Bristol paper here, which I could tell right off the bat there was going to be a problem with smudging. And there wasn't a problem with smudging because I was being so careful until just some point, maybe 2/3 of the way through the drawing, where it was inevitable. It happened. It didn't happen a lot, but the way this pen it puts down so much ink, it's like a little tiny waterfall of ink coming out of the nib, and it just takes forever to dry, right? I think it's probably okay once it does dry, but even once I had finished almost the whole main part of the drawing, I went back, and you'll see I was adding some other stuff with the red ink, and even at that point, like an hour or two later, there was still some wet blue ink which I got on my hand and stuff. So it's all right. You just gotta. I had to be okay with turning the paper, so rotating it so that I wouldn't put my hand on top of stuff. There's probably other ways to deal with this. Maybe they have things like blotters for soaking up the wet stuff. I don't know, but it worked okay. This drawing, I think, is some sort of maybe crazy sea monster, maybe like the tadpole version of Godzilla, right? That makes sense. I like how it turned out, though. I thought this was going to be a pen that sometimes the flexed nibs kind of are a little frustrating for me to draw with. Just something about them. I think because this is a flex nib, but it's a little bit rounded. I feel like there's a lot that I can still learn about. How do they describe that? The grind, the shape of the actual very tip of the nib. It affects how it feels when you push and pull the nib various ways across the paper, whether you're pushing, pulling, going sideways. And this pen really did well as I moved it across the paper in every direction, which I do a lot of as I draw, right? So even though it was a flex nib, it worked well for drawing because of that. Usually I like to draw with less flexible nibs just because I'm used to drawing with lines that are more predictable. But yeah, it worked good, and I liked it, and the ink was pretty, and I drew this weird monster. I was just having fun with weird little fleshy textures, and there's some tentacles there. Maybe these are more like tendrils than tentacles. It looks vaguely Asian. You ever seen those like Chinese festivals where they have the dragon and the people dancing inside them? Those like a classical kind of Chinese dragon things. I feel like they have lots of tendrils. I don't know of anything in particular. Like I don't know the names of any of that thing, but in my mind I have these images. I think the images were there in my mind. I wasn't pulling on them directly and intentionally, but after I drew it, I'm like, oh, that does kind of look like that. I did go through, this is like the 4th or 5th sheet of paper I tried drawing on. I had a few false starts with this drawing. Well, not this drawing in particular, but I tried starting a few other drawings, and sometimes it's okay if you started drawing and it just doesn't really, you're not feeling it. You're not really feeling the vibe. It's just not going well. It's okay to stop and start something else. Sometimes, on the other hand, it's okay to just keep kind of powering through, and sometimes it might, kind of come together and turn into something that you are enjoying and you do like the feel of. But there's no one right way to approach art like this. I don't think there's not like one certain perfect answer to any of this stuff. You just kind of go at it however you want to. And if you're drawing something you don't like it, you're allowed to stop whenever you want. And or keep going. In this case, I stopped 3 or 4 times, and it's the difficult part about that for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, is that in the back of your mind you're like, oh no, I'm wasting art supplies. That is the difficult thing. Sometimes you might try to draw on the back of the paper or something, but it's nice to find, if you can, to buy tons of art supplies, right? Like big packs of paper, multiple big packs of paper, so that if at all possible you can put it out of your mind that you will ever even run out of certain art supplies. Like that's not even an issue. Like you have unlimited art supplies. You can restart as many times as you need to, and that's not even a worry, right? Because it is good to be able to restart and mess up and keep on endlessly balling up papers and throwing them away until you get that one right drawing that is just flowing. I don't know. Maybe this doesn't work for other people, but it works for me. So I encourage you, restart if you need to, okay? But also power through if you can. It's a delicate balance for sure. Anyways, I do like this pen. It's probably one of my favorite not dip, but flex pens I have so far. And I like it because it does take me back to that first Noodler Ahab that I ever got. My first fountain pen. Kind of a little throwback. Anyways, yeah, thanks for sending this, Goulet. And yeah. All right, see y'all later. Have a good day, all right? All right. Goodbye. Thanks for watching my weirdly. I feel like. No, I want to apologize for my weirdly formatted pen videos. It's okay. It's like there's like a 20-minute. It's not. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Bye.